This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They get him down, but a solid run by their freshman.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver, what I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough, gave the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. It's a squib kick, picked up by one of the blockers. Tackle is made at the 43, but that's a good return and good starting field position. First down here for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Milroe. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Punt team ready to boot it away. On to punt it away. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. They'll try the jet sweep here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. See if they can convert the point after. And it's up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Bringing it out, it's Thompson. To be tackled at the 21, and it's good work by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. To throw, it's Hawkins. Short pass finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Pulls it in. It's Sacha. And he goes down after a big chunk play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for.
But when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Pressure is coming. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. And it's complete downfield. That's a nice gain to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. He'll try a pass here. That's caught. It's sharp. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Ball carrier tackled there.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Looking to throw. It's Hawkins. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Instead of trying to take the lead with a field goal, they'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And bring him down, but the back end will pick up some decent yardage in that screen.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. This quick spin move. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Finally brought down, but this is a big play. Moves the ball down to the 21. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. A pop pass on the jet sweep. A quick spin move. It's a spin move to extend the play, pick up a few extra yards. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thompson. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Looking to throw it on first down. He's running out of time here. Finds room at the 30. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The game moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Using his legs here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Makes the grab. Can he get there? Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. Back to throw. It's Milroe. He's escaping the pocket now. They've got him behind the line. The defense with a sack in the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this deep and begin the second half. This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. After a very solid kick return, they'll tackle him at the 36. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. First play of the second half is keep it on the ground.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
He's going to take off here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's past the marker and still going. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That puts him on top in the second half. And they'll set up with PAT. And the extra point makes it a 17-14 lead. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Thompson. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Play action here on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. The sure hands, it's Sawchuk. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Play action fake, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. Grab down the middle. It's Anthony. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point is good, makes it a 21-17 game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. It's a squib kick, fielded by one of the up men. And after a very solid kick return, they'll tackle him at the 36. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here. To throw, it's Milroe. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets rid of it on the move. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Now, a fourth down.
Can't we score?
Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. That'll be delay of game. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. They bring the punter onto the field now. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Look at out throwing here to start the drive. Caught behind the line. It's Sacha. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
No gain on the play. It's third down.
Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He makes the grab. And he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a first down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
And the Sooners will have first and 10 here. Looking to throw it again. The pass rush closing in. With the catch, it's Thompson. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes a quick catch. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1 yard line.
First and goal. Oklahoma. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 21, Alabama 17.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Looking to pass, it's Hawkins. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
Automatic in the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. And the returner will be brought down.
Alabama Crimson Tide will take over 1st and 10.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Now it's 2nd down here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Using his legs on the scramble. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the 1st down.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. You had him at 2nd forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's 3rd down. You better make up for it right here.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He'll take a deep shot here. The pass is intercepted. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. So the screen on 1st down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going the screen on 1st down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss.
Oh, and a chance there for a game-changing interception. Couldn't quite come up with it. Sets up 3rd down now. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions.
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
A sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. To the air, it's Hawkins. He's moving out of the pocket now. And the receiver's got it. Breaks loose at the 40.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Tight end goes in motion. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Not much on that play, brought down short. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Under pressure, just lets it go. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Touchdown, Oklahoma. Number 5.
Now to try for 2. Quarterback drops back. And he's taken down, doesn't get rid of the ball, and the 2-point conversion does not work. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Oklahoma 34, Alabama 17.
It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. They stop him at the 44, but that's an excellent job by the return team there.
First and 10 will take over. First and 10.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the possession. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Dropping back. It's Milroe. Falls incomplete. A lot of heat on that throw.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. The pocket breaking down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a fourth down completion. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Trying to extend the play. Grab behind the line, it's Roberts. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on third down. They go his way again, and it works out.
The Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Bringing pressure. Extending the play now. Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
And he's tackled after the catch. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if he didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things that they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. With Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller...
Going deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And the Sooners are marching down the field. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Quarterback floating away from pressure. On the move at the 30. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! This offense starts deep in a hole. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Still in the pocket and fire. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good... Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground.
Time to take a shot. And it's caught inside the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's got him this time. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Touch pass on the run. Give him 6. first down for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Crosses the 40. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Pocket starts to collapse.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Makes the grab. It's Thompson. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Working the middle. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. He wants it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touch. Line gets set, first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gonna let it fly. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire, now on second down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. He'll pull it down and run. Wide open, he makes the catch. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. He just lost track of where he was on the field, entire body past the line of scrimmage, illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got...
He tries to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. To the air, it's Hawkins. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Sooners are on the move. They'll throw it on first down. He'll pull it down. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. The Sooners want to move quickly.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown! On first down, here comes this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We reached a quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Flushed out of the pocket. He chucks one out to the right. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking for a deep man. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The incompletion brings up a second down. To the air, it's Hawkins. He's not afraid to go deep. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. They want to just keep throwing it. Pulls it in. It's Anthony. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. They got him. It's a... tie game here with just a few minutes to go. He'll start this drive firing. Got it in the middle. It's Acha.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The sweet feet buy a little time. Touchdown! Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Lost, the defense is wide open. Oh, what a move! He's off to the races. And he got away from the defense. So hope stays alive. The undefeated season lives on as they inch closer to that 12-0 goal and what they hope will be a berth in the college football playoff.
And I'm just so impressed with the mindset of this football team each and every week. They're poised, they're focused, they have a good game plan, they know who they are, and they go out and they execute